Hello, I'm architect Pooja Shah from the Company of Design Surat, Gujarat. Today, I would be discussing our project Peeping House, which is across a plot area of 130 square meters located in Gordor locality of Surat city. For this particular project, the client came to us with a very simple brief, a house wherein they could have privacy without feeling isolated from the outside, as all the members in the family are working and needed a quiet space where they could feel peaceful at the end of the day. Contextually, if you see, the 10 by 13 meter plot is part of a dense urban fabric wherein the only access to the plot is through a very narrow street on one side. The existing built mass given to us was a west-facing structure surrounded by houses all around with barely any distance between each other in a society that is very closely knit, narrow-laned and has extruding balconies popping around it. This environment has largely conditioned the entire design of the house. Thus, the house has been designed as an introvert space and displays a subtle but stoic image to the outside. As you can see, spatially after leaving the requisite margins, we are left with a very compact floor plate. Thus, the circulation has been kept minimum with both the horizontal and the vertical circulation kept in the center with the living spaces flanked on either sides. Also, with the history of recurrent floods in Surat, stilt house typology is predominant in the city, and for the same reason, the living spaces in the house start from the first floor and are spread across 4 levels. On the ground level, there is parking and a multipurpose room, while all the social areas are taken on the first floor, that is, the living, dining, and the kitchen area. And the private areas, that is the bedrooms, are taken on the second and the third floor. With the intention to spatially blur edges between the distinct spaces, a limited material palette has been used throughout the house. As you can see, the use of simple and warm materials like wood and copper accentuates the original beauty of the construction materials like the exposed RCC ceiling and the exposed brickwork that we can see throughout the house. The undulated texture on the ceiling has been derived during the time of construction itself through the use of metal corrugated sheets while casting the slab. Responding to the character of the close-knit adjoining structures and the narrow street, the openings throughout the house have been consciously integrated with the internal spaces to bring in ample of natural light without compromising on the privacy of the users. The metal box projected on the south wall keeps the staircase well lit during the day and with time is meant to be a green layer, providing cover from harsh sun rays and dust and prying eyes from the neighboring balconies. Also, the west facade has a glass box popping out with smaller controlled openable windows on the sides to bring in air for cross ventilation. Within the bedrooms, if you see, a wooden clad corner window brings in the southern winds and also creates a quiet niche inside, allowing the user to peep outside, becoming a lens to the outside world. Thus the name Peeping House.